Welcome, Virgo, and happy holidays to you. Now, my other channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, has another video out titled Shugburl Inscription Decoding on Shepherd's Monument. And this is one of the top world's uncracked ciphers, and I believe I have cracked it. If you're interested in viewing the video, the link is down below in the description box. Now, you have a karma reading, and you have one that I call repetition, because if you didn't get the concept once, it's going to tell you a second time. And you'll see what I mean as I get into the reading. Now, the rune that you received is Ingwaz. It means seed or angel. It means peace and harmony. This is a rune about doing something, making, creating, doing. It's about utilizing stored energy for creation, transformation. You're going to be tying up some loose ends. This is going to be about relief and release. I've seen a pattern going on here with the other readings. I don't know, I'm about in the middle of the readings now, and I can see where people had deferred a lot of decisions because this summer was really rough. And then there was a lot of busy change going on through the fall. And now that winter's coming on, it's going to be about more long-term goals, setting foundations. Now, the Minchiati card that you received, the deck that I put together, is faith. This is about making a leap of faith. Faith, the word faith is actually a root to the word truth. And in your future cards, you have the Nine of Wands. And this is a card about leap of faith, finishing something up. And also you have the Judgment card too. This is about finishing something up. Truth, finding discernment. Faith is not about believing in tangible things, but knowing that the intangible exist and are assisting you in your life. Now, the overall energy cards that you received are so pleasant. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, two of the best cards in the deck. The Nine of Pentacles is a completion card. You're coming to some type of completion. It's actually connected to the Nine of Wands in the future there. But the Nine of Pentacles is about satisfaction and happiness from hard work that you've acquired. Things through time. This is a really put together card, and it has a really put together atmosphere to it. And the Eight of Wands is a card that tells you that things are falling into place. Where prior to this, you couldn't use a crowbar for anything to go right. And now all of a sudden things are just, you put the puzzle frame together and now the pieces are just falling into place. This is about unexpected change. It's about sudden change as well. It's about news and messages and possible travel. Eight is the karmic equalizer of life, where it balances out the tangible versus the intangible, the physical versus the spiritual. You're going to find now that you're going to make some connections, or you're going to reconnect back with things that maybe didn't work out in the past, but are going to feel right now. Now, the cards on the left are what you know. You received another eight, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Strength card. The Eight of Pentacles is about accepting new projects in your life, being good at what you do, acquiring new skills. And it takes patience for new skills with the Strength card. But this Strength card has big meaning here because you've received it twice in this reading, as you'll see. And also you received the Chariot card twice in the future. So it's kind of saying to you that strength is giving you a sense of purpose and discipline to grasp at the goals that you now are seeking. The Strength card is asking you if you have the energy, the mentality, the passion, control, and endurance to achieve what you want to acquire. That's why you receive the Chariot card twice in the future. The Chariot card is about balancing opposing forces, bringing victory to them, finding discipline, self-control, A lot of this is about self-realization, self-awakening, self-awareness. And this comes back to the cards in the center for what is or can be yours. Because you receive the Judgment card and the King of Cups. So the Judgment is saying, yeah, you're coming to the end of something, but now it's time for you to make some discernment about it. Did you do the right things? Do you have to readjust? It really is time for renewal. Are you really looking at the karmic truth? Can you find resurrection? Bury the hatchet from some things and find the strength to get rid of any emotional baggage or anything from your past that has been dragging you down? It's saying here with this Ingwas rune and the King of Cups that, yeah, you do have the energy, the mentality, and the strive to do it. The King is there, the mature energy saying, yeah, now that you have maturation and you're able to see things for what it is, now it's time to make a judgment on it. You're going to be judging the people around you as well as yourself. But you know, doing soul searching is one of the most difficult exercises a human can do. And if you do it candidly and truthfully, it's just downright painful. Because the cards next door, for your awareness or self-awareness, you receive the Strength card again and the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a conflict card. But I think there's a conflict going on within yourself. It's not the discipline of it. It's just dealing with what is and what isn't. It's about the discernment of the Judgment card, the strength of the Strength card, and having the faith that you can go through the challenges and have victory over them. This is where persistence and tenacity come in. You have to have that discipline. And the Nine of Pentacles, too, is the card about you have to do the hard work in order to acquire the rewards. There's no shortcut to success. It's saying it might happen quickly, though, with the Eight of Wands up there. Now it's time to curb your desires into discipline. You know, there's a purpose for your journey. And Ingwas is saying that, yeah, this is fate to destiny kind of thing. You know, it's time to work hard over the obstacles, not be distracted by the uncertainties of life and the contradictions, and not go into inertia. Because this is a movement card. This is a card about your life moving forward. And you have two Chariot cards in the future. This is about controlling yourself and your emotions to avoid any pitfalls. Now, right above the first Chariot in the future, you have the Nine of Wands. And this is saying, yeah, it was a hard road to get to where you're at. You're kind of beat up. You're in a respite right now. You've been waiting for some things to happen, actually. But here you have the Queen of Swords right next door to the Nine of Wands. It's saying you're going to get the strength from using reason and logic in making your decisions. You're going to use her sword of truth to make the right decisions. And this next Chariot underneath the Queen of Swords is telling you to have self-reliance and self-confidence and seek for independence in yourself and not other people. Don't seek acceptance from other people. Seek it from yourself. And the very last card is the Empress. Yay. This is about abundance. Bringing new things, a harvest into your life. She's emblematic of Venus and of love. And the planet Venus has now just gotten out of retrograde, is in its shadow period until the middle of the month. And if you look up in the sky in December, it's going to be one of the brightest stars in the sky. She's going to help guide you in this creating and doing and making of things, of the goals that you have now in mind, just as long as you use the Judgment card for discernment, along with the two Strength cards, for you to have a purpose in your life, and the Chariot cards to overcome the obstacles. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.